going to be potentially a suicide mission, so they'll hold off to it for now and proceed to open up some of the utility pieces, trying to go for a little bit of a bait, right? You take out that new gemmer just to let them know, all right, we're not watching your flank at this very moment, but in the meantime, Doki already dropping down into the cigar balcony. It's Cactus to fall first, and that is NaVi taking the initiative right here.
That was a grenade drop beat, but there's the hop out, and there's Bibu double. Either side on the window. The diffuser's there. Cold 2, he'll pass that information back, and that's a long walk for the three NaVi players to try and pull some of this back together, because they were already putting pressure onto the balcony. They're already trying to dig in, and that severely isolates what they needed to do. Without that anvil on the opposite side, it's just a hammer, and, well, that's a little bit less dangerous, but it's still nothing to ignore, so they don't. P4 swings on the corner and drops and cleans Cigar out as secretly finally finds his feet inside and able to try and offer a bit of revenge with a minute 10.
Nitro's being tossed out, but will not be found, not find anything. Rather, Safe seems to be aware of the fact that there's, oh, he checked it, but he wasn't going to be able to go for it in the second hand, however. Going to be able to get the kill in, and with 30 seconds left, still plenty of time to make something happen, but both the members of NaVi are going to be so low. With P4 picking it up right there, it's only up to Saves, who gets taken out from a vertical angle on Cactus. And it's round one right here for Vitality, a defense one. On the back of a jump out of Bibu, you can almost say, dropping down the diffuser and two members down these hatches. So, for example, could be going down very quickly when the need is there, and then jump back up on the hatch you see on his right bottom of the screen when pressure is being put down. And talking about that, P4, the first one to grab a kill, yet again, Saves now will be dead. Vitality will be able to get that opening kill with a minute left on the clock.
Well, the grenade pushes him into an awkward situation, and he seems to make lemonade out of those lemons. Drops the cross shot there. Another grenade hits Cactus, but he's still standing. And P4, well, he makes sure Doki isn't any more Blur. Tries to swing close, but now it's only Blur, who has 5 players left to try to swing on. And they're pretty aware of where he is, and they don't even let him get one. Rise locks off the flawless for Vitality, and this is their perfect opening.
And focus to when you're actually execute. And NaVi continue to do so for probably the next 20 seconds or so before they start hitting the actual site directly. And with doing that, you're going to be trying to flush out just enough so you can potentially push your plan down the freezer hatch.
Doki dropped by P4. He was pretty injured, but he was able to hold his own and stop the IQ on the swing in, and that leaves those drones in the hand of Cactus dangerous, and dangerous with 40 seconds often turns into lethal. Rise, though, is stepping up alongside Bibu to find one apiece, and yet again, NaVi can't find their feet inside the building, truly being dropped before they can either start to pressure the site itself. It's Blur who gets one, but he's otherwise just kind of locked in the bakery with 15 seconds left.
Yeah, there's not much time, and he needs to go quickly if he wants to win this round. Not going to be trying to save the KD right here as he's cutting the corner very slowly right here. He's not able to find anybody as of yet, and as he checks the back for the second time, Bibu is there. If they want to have a decent health right here, Fluke. So it is not over yet. It is only round number 4, meaning there's still 3 to be played. However, if Vitality is going to be able to keep up this momentum, this is going to be very huge. Look at this, by the way. You have Rise below the red hatch. Yes, indeed. You have P4 below the cigar balcony hatch. So they're just waiting for one to open up. There it comes. That's the C4. That's the kill as well. It is secretly done. A second C4 will, however, complete the job he was meant to do. And a quick trade coming in from Doki on P4, but Rise able to shut that one down. A very explosive start here for Vitality, as the rest of Vitality is just waiting for the 3 men of NaVi to finally hit it.
Yeah, went with a gasped idea, but it gives the game away that someone's beneath them, and that's a concern when you're watching with a man down, is you can't truly dictate someone to the angle. Saves. He's hopped up to the skylight to put pressure down the middle of the route. Cactus is getting himself overstimmed, and while gets dropped before he can make the Pro 90 work. There's Nath picking up some revenge, and finally NaVi have some momentum and have themselves on the site. Either side is being watched. There is a hop over. There's Saves getting one more. The final body, they know where it is, and saves the round.
Still managed to win the round. That's what's important. And NaVi right now trying to put some pressure down. Will be taking care of the prox alarm before it actually gives away that they were coming down from the white stairs. That is going to be helping them a lot trying to push up in the future.
Bibu on the top floor, and Alright, it's looking like he wants to be on the bottom as secretly opens up and takes care of P4. He's had a pretty big game so far, but Rise catches Doki at the bottom of the stairs. He's able to make sure he can lock him out. There's Nath, though, getting some revenge onto Bibu, but here's Rise looking for another bit of a fight of his own. Hops out, dropped down before he even began, and Nath, well, by the time we get to him, he's already looking at a different window.
Is that quick?
But they escape and actually slip past to the other side of pillars. The C4 might get ripped, torn, and thrown over, and you look at the health of Nath, and it puts you in this question of will he be able to survive it as Blur sticks on the other side. Shinka dropped, and they pre-fire towards Cactus and then finish the job. NaVi, they've been able to pull 2 rounds back, and oh yeah, they're not ready to take this one lying down.
They decide to go for that hatch. He's just trying to hide right now, so they're not going to be aware. They're not going to be worried about a member being in VIP, waiting for the hatch drop to occur.
Well, now 40 seconds left, and they're still trying to solidify some of their positions and control of the site itself. There is a body just round to the corner of Doki, who's going to get dropped around the Christmas tree, I suppose. This could start telling the story. He goes for the fight, and he pre-fires it and takes it. Now it's a 4 versus 3. The E1D aided some of that, but obviously against the Vigil, not too much. 3 versus 2, but one of those is that Echo on those drones. He's holding angles for now and waiting for the pop round. Drops the man, and then hops back onto the drone to see if he can catch the diffuser planter. It's stuck round on the close corners, moving and agile. They drop it. They're able to find the kill. They're concerned of the pop-up. They're not quite sure where it is. They've dropped the man. That's the only bit of cover, and NaVi lose it. Vitality, they carry themselves round for the 4-2.
So right now, Vitality have control over Cigar, a really important piece of this map, a really important piece for the setup. And what they want to take next is, of course, Piano, but there's that one man down in the washroom, Doki. Able to pick up the kill. P4 will go down. That is going to be the momentum that they need on the side of NaVi, but Rise is going to be able to straight up swing in and get that kill. Right now, control of Piano also in the hands of Vitality, and this could be very good for them. They can try and catapult themselves, slingshot themselves into the site from here on, and hopefully go for a plant.
Well, Rise is thinking about hopping over and trying to apply some aggression to those bodies at the back. Blur locked down across the 2 balconies with the LMG as Nath finally finds his way up round the red stairs. He needs to apply some pressure now as the body count has finally fallen against them, and Bibu decides to push it even further with a triple. Nath is caught in his own smoke as Shinka's downed. They're going to stick the diffuser fire on the opposite side. They know where he is and they know how to try and play against him, but they don't even let them put the diffuser down. Vitality find their first attack round. Haven't quite been able to have that across the board. A lot of players are generally struggling. Saves has had
see what's happening.
Standout moments.
There's a hatch in freezer. There's an Amaru in freezer with the diffuser. That is the actual side. Do you see any rotation holes? I don't either. This is going to be very quick right here. I think they are unaware of the player in train, though. P4 is looking to go in. You see a lot of grenades being used on the white stairs right now. That's the gunfight they want to win. He's in right now. There comes the plant. 45 seconds soon on the clock. They're unaware on the likes of NaVi. They managed to get a kill, however. Will they be too late? Yes, it's too late. See him. No, will go down. And the Amaru will drop down back through the hatch. 45 seconds. No, actually 40 now. And Saves will be on the top of white stairs, so they have some pressure. But Cactus is in a very good position on the upside down rappel to try and challenge it.
Oh, well, P4, he's under, and they're looking, and they're not finding. He's waiting for someone to try and peek onto this, and he gets dropped on his root rack round. There is Doki, taking this opportunity to try and get this diffuser done. He's close, but close does make it. He hit the other 2 players.
Protect the president.
Blur and secretly threw themselves in front of President Doki, and he got the defuse. What was that round? On Oregon, we've seen... Was it Temper who did it on Villa as well?
Not sure. Could be, actually. I mean, they were... Oh my, look at this.
I like how he shot the diffuser first.
And he didn't register the third. And you cannot blame this take. It's literally a plant right behind one of these cabinets because it's very south-heavy. It's very white-heavy. And Saves is the one that needs to make sure that the plant is not going to be coming down just out of nowhere. And he has that C4, and he has a black eye to do so. So he has the tools. He just needs the backup of his teammates. When the time is actually there, as Nath is trying to slow them down. Spots out 2 people in Cigar, one on top of the red stairs. And a lot of pressure is coming down. They want to use the concussions to try and slow them down. But P4, in the meantime, they're all entering. Just 3 people down onto the side. Blur is going to be taking out 1. But there is Vitality. Able to pick up a couple of kills. But it's NaVi that somehow reigns supreme so far. Only up to Rise, however. 1v2 situation. Up against the Clash and secretly.
and then probably not long after the guns of the smoke. The canister falls over to Cigar. They're going to make sure you don't just, well, you do just dip your way in, start to put pressure onto and pick the diffuser back up. You're looking for the other fight, but they find you first, and NaVi find themselves back within only a round.
Yet again going to be seeing a bit of a quick play right here. It looks like Vitality is very well aware of the fact that this might be a weakness for the likes of NaVi, and as the termite charges are going off, they already have opened up both walls, and it can build on from here. They can try and just take it from there because there's only one person on site, the rest is all off site, but they have angles into that side, they have angles into that breach. That is something Vitality needs to be very careful of.
Nath is steadily opening things up, but Rise is doing the same. Takes care of saves, and that's the Legion off the board, sure, but it's also a big gun. There's one more. Shinka finds Doki and starts to pull the bodies out of the furnace and make sure that they can keep this kit, punish them for it. Oh, he just slips by. Does he slip further? Blur finds one. The C4 onto Shinka. There is the flash over the top, and there is a lot of bodies. Wow, bullets into the body of Secretly.
Grenade coming in right there. P4 will be able to take out Nave, so that is going to be 2 members left now on the likes of NaVi. Blur will be taken out next as Rice to get that kill, and it's only up to Secretly now. Has 2 smoke canisters, but he needs to do everything with about 20 HP. The defuse in the meantime going down. 4 seconds left onto that timer, and he will be taken out. The evil eye that is finding itself inside fireplace, but that will be taken care of with an impact grenade. And P4 is very well aware of the fact that Nave might be peeking from the balcony, but as he rotates around, it might be that actually the side's going to be hit right now, and there's still 2 members, 3 members actually on the top floor. They're starting to rotate down now from the white stairs. Nave already almost losing his life right there. There's only 65 seconds left on the clock. Doki able to pick up 1, Doki able to pick up 2 before he gets taken down himself. That might be the play that they need on the likes of NaVi to get themselves back into this round.
Well, you said the possibility of a hero play, and it came together there as Doki was able to get that drop down and took care of P4 and Cactus. But P4, as I said, was still locked down, still keeping a firm eye. That Echo drone might be the big problem that they find themselves suffering a little bit later if they do try and stick the diffuser in fireplace, where they have been opening up so far and keeping their angles. With only 30 seconds, it would be tough for them to go to a full rotate, but it seems like steadily they want to either put pressure up the bottom of white, which is currently uncontested, and draw some attention and eyes away from it. Blur is trying to keep things locked down as Save suffers up top. He needs to be the body they keep standing, especially as we get closer and closer to the end of the round, especially with that drone just caught around the corner, and make sure that they get cooked as soon as they enter. But Blur's going to drop them as they swing around Zulu. There's the aggro against the Echo, and that is a very important take. Dropped on the opposite side. Suddenly just Shinka versus the world. Knows where one is, but he's a little bit lower than that. Goes for the stick, and Secretly hits him with the booms. Pixel, he's dancing dangerously and hoping someone comes for him. It's Rise that might be the first confrontation, but he's concerned about rotating around. Doesn't want to get caught out by a close angle, so instead goes a bit wide. Is it wise? Well, Doki drops Shinka, so wherever that was, that wasn't.
I thought that was going to be the shot from Blur coming down right there with the P10 run. He was ready to gasp, and I did, but unfortunately it was for the wrong one. Neither way, it is NaVi managing to pick up the opening kill yet again, but Bibu is going to be able to respond, and Doki now to put some pressure down. He knows that they have to go for an execute anytime soon. There's about a minute left on that clock. He's giving away his position there. Bibu now knows he's close on the door frame. He's just waiting for the peak to come in. Doki, if he sets 1 foot to the right, his head will be taken clean off right here, but Bibu was the rest of Vitality's trying to take ground elsewhere.
Well, Bibu is actually rotated off to find a different angle as Rise suffers. You can see the steady approach towards those pillars as Cactus drops Secretly with some big shots there. There's P4. Waits for the camera, saw it flicked on and went, well, I'm not going to play that game, as they drop them out from the opposite side. 30 seconds, wherever they push, they've got to push hard and heavy. Cactus wants to try and make his way in, but he's concerned of somebody just above him, and rightfully so. We can see the rotation coming through there, and if they get caught out with the diffuser down on these back stairs by Blur, that could be the disaster being spelled out for them that puts them into OTP4 is the one that's going up to try and find the fight and draw some attention away so they can try and slip this diffuser in. This could be it, the kill that matters the most in this round. There it is, P4 drops the man, and instantly Cactus floods himself into the site. Has to stick this and make it count, and Malusi is the one that could stop it. Saves though, swings round, and we're in OT. Now the pressure comes the same way they wanted to plant before, but this time they're diversifying themselves just a little as P4 starts to clean his way towards the door of the library around the pillar side. They got themselves a little bit bottlenecked before inside Fireplace and found themselves having to recoup and recount their losses in a much more dangerous manner. This way, they'll open themselves to more options and more possibility of trying to get a little bit of a last-minute rotation and I guess dig themselves in a different direction, and it keeps them with a bit of a lock and control here to stop that drop as well from before. Shinka finds Doki, obviously the man who swung the momentum this time last time. Another nice shot comes through and secretly takes care of P4 in the meantime. Hits them with a yes as the response to the nice shot there. Lesser seen, but hey, it's OT. Why not flirt with danger?
The gun 6 was used there to breach open the wall next to the fireplace, and Bibu now playing from here, hoping to find secretly as he is trying to rotate around. There's about 10 seconds left on that clock. They need to go for that. Plans as Rise will be able to take down the last piece of top control secretly. Will be dropped as well. Nave now needs to drop down. He needs to go aggressive, but he will fail to do so. Cactus picks him up, and Vitality yet again will find themselves on map and match point
of the map. They put themselves in positions to kind of draw the attention of NaVi and punish them, which is the most important part. Confident to swing aggro on angles and really put the pressure in, and oh, there's a start. Nath taken out by P4. You lose those 2 of your 6 frag grenades, and you lose obviously the Gemini for her potential
and
at
the gun 6
screening, and the gun 6 too, and that was just from the swing. Yet again, we talk aggro, they swing on small bake window.
Yeah, it's not going to be helping them for sure. And Shinka right here in prep, waiting for a member to go aggressive as well, wanting to go in with that shotgun. Cactus trying to go for a little bit of a bait play. Not sure if you saw that, just putting down a couple of shots, letting them think it might be safe to go for it. And as the drone is going to be picked up right here, they're still very wary about the fact that someone might be around here. There, Shinka will be able to take down the kill. Doki truly assassinated as Blur just managed to open up onto the angle right there. Not going to be able to find a refrag. This is looking really good for Vitality now. They have he might be able to find 1 or 2 as well.
Wow, this is the fight, though, that we talked about at the beginning. That Vigil is the one that's causing problems from above with that ability caught on the camera, and that'll be fed instantly to Vigil, who's going to hold the angle. They know each other's there, and Saves has a dance, but with 20 seconds, he's been able to secure some vertical control, but some, is it enough, is always that big worry and concern. Rise is still playing around with his gadget, making sure he can catch either side as they pop themselves right down the middle. Blur, he's gone deep, and he's going to try and stick it, but secretly gets dropped. Saves drops 1. The trade comes through. It's a 1 versus 3. It's all Vitality.